Hello, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about different types of clouds. Now, there's going to be very many clouds in this video, so you guys might want to get some popcorn and some drinks, because this is going to be a long one. Now, for this video, I'll be going by different levels of the atmosphere, and also there will be rare types of clouds I'll be talking about in this video as well. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, when it comes to low-level clouds, which can be found at the lowest part of the troposphere, which these clouds are the puffy-looking clouds, which you can see on fairer days and along with days which are where there's storms. The first cloud on this list is the Cumulus Cloud, which is probably the most common cloud, which you can see on fair weather days, which are clouds which look like cotton candy balls, or perhaps even cotton candy actually. These are also the types of clouds you see in the sky if you look up, and they also create different shapes and are different types of animals or like people and stuff like that. Which there's also another type of cumulus cloud, which is called towering cumulus, which form from heat lifting and moisture at a higher amount to allow for the cloud to grow up. These types of clouds are clouds which can also produce showers or even water spouts. Stratus clouds, which come in the form of grayish white sheets of clouds, which are made up of water droplets or even ice crystals, depending on the temperature. Which these clouds also have features which are compared to cumulus clouds. Or next up of what the next cloud we talk about, which is the Stratocumulus Cloud. Now, for the third cloud, Stratocumulus clouds, which are honeycomb-shaped clouds, which are generally patchy gray or white clouds that form in groups. Stratocumulus clouds can also produce precipitation, but most of the time they do not. If they do, though, it is light rain or snow. These types of clouds can be found near storms, which can indicate a warm front or even gusty winds. Now, this is a cloud which is in the lower level and also the mid-level of clouds, which these types of clouds are thick and dense stratus clouds, which produce precipitation such as steady rain or even snow. These are the classic clouds, which you can see for thunderstorms, which they can shoot up to 60,000 feet in the atmosphere. These clouds also can have anvil tops, which are common on severe weather days, which, if I can find the image somewhere for the El Reno supercell, which of course produced the El Reno tornado, is massive. These clouds, of course, are capable of turning into a supercell storm, as I explained with the El Reno tornado, or any severe weather days. These clouds can go severe if the conditions are right for them. Now, this is a type of cloud which is common for severe weather days if it's a supercell storm, which is a wall cloud. For this type of cloud, which is capable of producing a tornado, although there's cases where it will not be rotating, it could either be rotating or non-rotating, which these are also types of clouds which don't produce precipitation, unlike other clouds. Now, for the shelf cloud, or in the family of Arcus clouds. Now, there's another cloud on this list which is a part of the Arcus cloud, but is not like this type of cloud, the shelf cloud. These clouds are also commonly mistaken for tornado producing, although they do not normally produce tornadoes compared to a supercell storm, which these types of clouds are associated with the edge of a storm and are formed from an outflow or even a gust front with strong winds. Now, for mid-level clouds, these are a type of clouds which are in the middle part of the atmosphere, which we are in, which is called the troposphere, which, depending on the altitude and also the time of the year the clouds appear in, they can be composed of water droplets or ice crystals, or even a combination of both, which are called supercooled droplets due to the temperature if it's cold enough. Altostratus clouds, which have characteristics of being flat and hazy looking, which indicate an approaching warm front, and also have the chance of lowering and thickening into becoming a stratus cloud, eventually becoming a Nimbostratus due to moisture in the air, if there's enough moisture in the air, of course. Although Altostratus clouds themselves are not precipitation producing clouds in large amounts, and they only may produce like maybe like a tiny amount, like a light amount of rain. Now for this next cloud, which is the Altocumulus clouds, which are similar to Cirrocumulus with lying rows of clouds and also look like popcorn in the sky. These clouds also indicate ascending moist air if they are in rows, but if they're in clear air, if they have clear areas between the rows, then that indicates there's descending dry air. Now this is the highest level here, which is a high level clouds, or well, the last like category of clouds, which is a high level clouds, I should say. Now these types of clouds, they are generally going to be composed of ice crystals compared to liquid water droplets like in previous levels of the atmosphere, due to it being really cold. And these clouds are also generally thin clouds compared to thick clouds like cumulus clouds. Cirrus clouds are the clouds you see in the atmosphere, which are wispy looking, which I guess you could say they look like hair, like thin hair or even paint streaks. These clouds are also a sign that a warm front or even an upper level jet is approaching. There are also different types of cirrus clouds, such as Cirrus castaneus, Cirrus vibratus, Cirrus flocus, Cirrus bispatus, I am definitely butchering all these names, and Cirrus euconesis, which are also called mare's tails, which because of the horse. Cirrocumulus clouds, which are clouds which are grouped together, are what are called cloudlets, which the appearance looks either like they're ice close together or patchy looking, kind of like Altocumulus, which Cirrocumulus is also associated usually with fair weather. Alright, now for the rare clouds. These are clouds which are rare compared to other clouds, which I previously talked about in this video. So yeah, let's get on with the rare clouds. These are gotta be some cool clouds, by the way, too. Now, these are types of clouds which form from wildfires or even volcano eruptions. These clouds also form from heated updrafts which carry the hot air into the atmosphere, which then condenses to create a cloud, which consequently creates like rain because of it being a cloud and the atmosphere way above being able to create that cloud to create the precipitation. Roll clouds, which these are a type of clouds which are also, like I mentioned earlier in the video, which is an Nacreous Cloud, which the shelf cloud is also in the Nacreous Cloud category as well, which these rare clouds are way different than shelf clouds though, which they are formed from a thunderstorm gusturant, but they rotate horizontally compared to vertically like a tornado. Mammatus clouds, which are cotton ball or even bubbly looking clouds, which form at the bases of Cumulonimbus, Cirrus, or even Altocumulus clouds, or even actually volcanic ash clouds, which I've actually seen after storms, Mammatus clouds a bunch of times, especially like if it's like still daylight out, because that's when you can really see them. It's like at like kind of like sunset, which these clouds usually appear after the worst of the storm has passed. Alright, now these are kind of cool looking like phenomenons. These clouds are commonly called hole punch clouds or even sky punch clouds. These are the type of cloud formations which are very rare. These are composed of super cool water droplets, but they spread out by ice crystals, which of course expand outward to create the Fallstreak hole like shape. Nacreous clouds, which these types of clouds have a luminous color which form at extremely low temperatures in the stratosphere, way below freezing point. These clouds are also formed from ice crystals, which they scatter light to give them the very vibrant colors they have. Alright, now for the next cloud that is on this list. This is a cloud that I had a hard time pronouncing. I tried to pronounce it like 6 times, but
Noctiluent.
These type of clouds are found under very specific conditions, which occur during specifically like the summer and also after sunset, which they come with characteristics of being a wispy silver streak, kind of like the Cirrus clouds. And these clouds form when the poles are at their coldest during the summer, along with other aspects like other clouds, which are similar to other clouds, such as water vapor and also temperatures. Lenticular clouds. Now these are interesting clouds. They're kind of like UFOs, and form at these are like clouds that actually form at the top of mountains. And lenticular clouds form from air blowing over the mountain tops, and which, if there's enough rising motion of water vapor condensing and also moisture in the air, which then of course creates these clouds. Alright, now for the Fractus Cloud. Now, this is one that's commonly mistaken for being like a funnel or even a tornado, but they're called scud clouds as well, or scary looking clouds because of the shape they take form in. Now, for the last cloud we're going to be talking about on this list is the Asperitas Clouds. Now, these are clouds which don't really have a clear explanation of how they form. They're also, of course, still being researched on to exactly how to figure out what these types of clouds are and how they form. And they kind of look like waves in the sky as well, which I honestly, these are probably like one of my most favorite looking clouds just because they look so cool, I will say. Alright, so yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you found this video interesting or even informational. Or, yeah, informational. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.